There's not a lot of additional settings for the classroom, but there are just two or three. So first of all, let's go into admin, into the website and pages. You do, of course, have the page for your classroom. And in there, you've got the most basic things. Make sure, of course, that it's active. It will be by default, but if you've deactivated it, your classroom won't be visible. You can change things like the URL. You have, of course, the page title itself and the SEO settings. Watch the video on the pages to learn more about changing any of this. And then in the system settings, in admin settings and system, we have a couple of things. First of all, we can open up the client dashboard section here. And if I scroll down, then you'll see you have an option to set the position for the classroom section. This is on the front end of your website, the bit that your clients see when they sign in. Where should the classroom section appear in their dashboard? In this demo system, we have the messages position number 1, first in the list. Next to the messages, we have the journals, then we have the plans, and then we have the classrooms. Reorganize this list any way you want if you want to. And you can change the title for the classroom section in the account dashboard that your clients see. So by default, it's going to say classroom. Maybe you'd like it to say something like your courses, your classes, your online learning, whatever you want, change it in here. Final thing, there is actually a separate classroom section here in the system settings. And there's one option here, you might have seen this in one of the previous videos when we looked at adding assets to the classroom content. You have the ability, there's an advanced option to group assets together into separate groups. Let's say, for example, you have a class and you have 10 assets, 10 pictures, videos, PDFs, documents, links, whatever the assets are. There are 10 separate ones. You want to separate them into different groups. Maybe 5 of them are what you're going to call required resources, and the other 5 are what you call bonus content. Change these if you like to do that to whatever you like. Call it however you'd like to call it. Simply separate the different groups with the pipe symbol. So you have group 1, pipe, group 2, pipe, group 3, and so on. If you then group the assets in your classrooms, you give some of them group number 1, they will appear in a group called group 1. You give them group number 2, they'll appear in the group 2, and so on. Most cases you won't need this. In some advanced cases, normally if you need things like this, we will have already helped you set it up. But if you do want it, simply come in here, name it, go into your classroom assets and enter a group number. Take a look in the dashboard and you'll see how it looks. And then you can come in here and customize it any way you like.